Hello, everybody. Happy day 25. We have 6 more days left. Damn, it's getting close. Wow. Tonight's run was amazing. This was the second time that I've ran at night outside. The convenience of just walking outside and not having to drive to the gym is amazing. Not having to be around a bunch of people is amazing, and kind of just staying and focused and in my zone. It was Anyways, I'm doing great. I hope you guys are too. And I wanted to take this moment or use this video to talk about a lot of the things that I thought about before starting this that were worries of mine. I wanted to talk about all the preconceived notions that I had about if I stop smoking, what is it going to do to me? All the worries I had, and I want to talk about if they were true or if they were false. Firstly, I do want to say that this is absolutely anecdotal, specifically just about my life and my experience. I'm not saying that this is exactly what it's going to be like for you. I'm not saying that it won't, but I feel like I should share my personal experience and be honest as I can about it. I also want to preface this video by saying that I'm also working out every day. And I don't know what is me not smoking and what is me going to the gym every day, but overall, I would say to anybody who's thinking about going sober or trying to quit something, that physical fitness is likely going to be your, I don't even want to say crutch, but like your saving grace. Is that the right way to say it? I truly believe that for most humans out there, physical fitness is truly just one of the best things you can do for yourself when it comes to your mental health. It's the cliche is true. I have totally just fallen in love with it, but also I guess I don't really know exactly what is not smoking and what is the working out. So keep that in mind. The first thing that I thought, honestly, and the one that was on my mind the most was if I'm going to be able to stay at my job or if I'm going to be able to do my job day to day and not hate my life. At Amazon, I'm wearing the Amazon shirt. At Amazon, before I was at the job I'm at now, and even before that, I was constantly I had this thing in my head that I had to be stoned to enjoy my job. I just had to, or else I hated every minute of it. And in the moment while I was smoking, it did feel like that sometimes. Like if there were days where I went to work and I didn't have any weed, it was like the worst day ever. So I was really worried that I was going to fuck up my job by doing this challenge or doing this Sober October thing. And I won't lie. There have been moments where it really sucked, especially in the first 6 days or so. But it became actually more enjoyable, which was really weird. I started to get this satisfaction or this joy from doing my job well. And I'm still getting that. It's crazy how much quicker the day goes by when I'm actually doing my job and how much better I am at it, honestly. It's crazy how much I actually enjoy hanging out with my coworkers even more. I truly enjoy seeing them and joking around. And it's it wasn't like I didn't enjoy it before, but there were days where I hated being around them and around anybody. That doesn't happen anymore. It's extremely, extremely rare and momentary. If I get so introverted, I don't want to be around anybody. If anything, I am seeking conversation for pleasure. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's a complete 180 from what I thought it was going to be. Another thing I wondered was, how am I going to relax on those days where it's super stressful? What am I going to do to chill out and calm down or just enjoy my life, in those moments? And I will say this is one of those that have been really tough for me. Even with the constant working out, there are moments where I still feel like I'm about to have a panic attack. And there still are a lot of moments where, man, I know if I just had a couple hits or smoked a bowl, I would just completely decompress. And I do miss that. I've supplemented with CBD pills here and there. I've taken melatonin and diphenhydramine, which is basically like Benadryl on nights where it's hard to sleep. And that, I guess, gives me a sense of relaxation as well. But that's really it. It's kind of tough to truly relax without smoking weed for me. I will say that I think I found a new love for weed in the sense of like a reward system and something I definitely don't want to take advantage of because I just want to be able to use it to relax and not have to get to a point where I need to take 31 days off to get high again or to feel the effects again or to enjoy the reward in a healthy way. I also wondered, is my relationship going to fall apart? Like, am I still going to be the same man that she fell in love with? Is she going to be the same woman through my eyes that I fell in love with? And that's not changed at all. Luckily, I've been in love with this girl since basically seventh, ninth grade. She's an asshole, but I truly do love her, and it's nothing has changed. If anything, I've leaned on her a bit more, and our relationship may have gotten even stronger because I'm actually spending more time with her. Like, and that kind of takes me to my next question, where I was wondering if I was going to be a good father still. Like, am I going to be a worse father because I'm not smoking weed? And I remember when the kids were first growing up and I was smoking weed, I would notice that when I was high, I felt like a better dad, like more loving, more caring, more just in the moment. But I feel like I'm still a great dad. I always have been. I can say that confidently. And it hasn't changed at all. If anything, it's made things better because I haven't been playing video games. And that's another thing that I wanted to talk about. I have not played video games at all. And I was playing basically every day, specifically Fortnite. But lately, I just haven't had the urge. I just don't want to. And it's kind of crazy that I haven't. I played the first couple days of October, but since then, I just have not played. I just feel like I've been busy. And that might be it too. I don't know. It's like the first couple days when I played, I got super frustrated with it and just stopped. I wondered if I was going to be a square, if I was going to be boring and lame. I've always been boring and lame. So I don't really, it is what it is, whatever, like I still don't necessarily want to go out and like hang out with a bunch of people. And that hasn't really changed, but my sense of humor is still there. My sense of culture is still there. My sense of fun is still there. And my sense of music is still there. So that takes me to my next question. Which is kind of like two questions in one. Like, I wondered if I was going to still enjoy listening to music. And I think that's not changed at all. Honestly, if anything, I've enjoyed music more. It's harder to get super, super deep into it. But even as I say that, I don't really believe it. Like, there's times where I'm listening to music and I start shedding tears, like, and then that might just be because I'm in an emotional place in life or whatever the case may be. But music has not changed at all for me. If anything, I feel like I'm hearing it with clearer ears in a sense. But one thing that is really hard and sucks is that I have not had the urge to make music. And I know that not everybody makes music, so this might not be applicable to everybody, but it scares the shit out of me that I was working on this album, this little side album thing, and I was really into it. And then right when I stopped smoking, I just kind of stopped caring or wanting to make it. And that's scary. I haven't really had the time either, but I feel like back then I would make the time. So I don't know. I'm not sure where that's going to go or what that exactly means. But I've also made like 12 different fucking albums over 14, 15 years now. And it's probably around the time where I would have slowed down anyways. Plus, I just released an album called Home where I just went so hard at, and I probably would have taken this break anyways. I know I'm making this a long video, but whatever. Sorry. I wondered if my anger was going to be out of control because I had anger issues when I was younger. And I've always felt like smoking weed is what made me feel less angry. And in the first few days, I was absolutely irritable. I was an asshole. I was talking shit to people who didn't deserve it. But after a few days, it went away and I became my old self again. If anything, I do feel more calm and more in control of my anger now than back then. Like I felt like when I was smoking, I was too high and too low when it came to anger. Like I either just didn't give a fuck at all or I wanted to beat the shit out of somebody. And now it's like it's I still get pretty high and I still get pretty low, but it's not nearly as extreme as it was. So yeah, I mean that basically covers a lot of the questions I was wondering. I will say that I was wondering if my anxiety was going to get like out of control and I was going to start having like wild panic attacks and this and that, but that is absolutely not the case. If anything, it's much more minimal and controllable day to day. But I do think that that has way more to do with the daily cardio or working out that I'm doing. So I don't know what that does for any of you guys or what that'll do for you guys, but if you guys are struggling with these thoughts, it may or may not be the same way for you, but it's fucking worth trying, dude. It's 30 days. Do yourself a favor. And even if you go right back to smoking or drinking or what the fuck ever, at least prove it to yourself that 30 days ain't shit. And you can do that just to prove it to yourself that you actually enjoy, smoking or drinking or whatever the fuck you're doing. Like it's 30 days for the rest of your life, for a clear conscience to truly not wonder anymore. I will say 25 days into this, I don't wonder anymore. I know that I was smoking unhealthily. I was drinking unhealthily, and doing this was the best decision maybe of my entire fucking life, dude. Like seriously. And I've learned so much. And I'm so fucking grateful to Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, and shaffir for doing this. Like, it really, really, really has changed my life and my perspective on things. And it's fucking... I don't know. I don't even have words. I'm just so grateful. And, yeah, man. I've talked for a long time. I don't want to make this too long. I appreciate you guys watching to the end. You guys are amazing. I hope you guys are sticking with it. And if you're not, if you fucked up or you smoked or you drank or whatever the fuck you did, it's not a failure. It doesn't mean you lost if you continue to try. I'm not saying that you got to constantly try to stay sober over and over and over, but do set a goal and fucking get there. It's possible. You can fucking do it. I had setbacks here and there. I had moments where I really was close to fucking up. I believe in my heart I have succeeded so far. We're only 25 days in. But yeah, man, I'm so fucking grateful and so fucking happy. And I don't know. Thank you. Thank you for doing this with me. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.